is flavorful kitchen time because today is Fat Tuesday, a tradition of Mardi Gras made famous for the incredible celebrations that take place in New Orleans. And even though we are really far away, there's no reason you cannot celebrate, especially when it comes to delicious, authentic New Orleans food. So that's why we have with us Furnell Thomas. He is the owner of Big Easy Bites food truck, which we have shown here on the show, but we thought we'd bring you in here into the kitchen to help us celebrate this fantastic holiday. For those who may not be familiar though, let's talk about Fat Tuesday. Traditionally, how would you be celebrating this?
Traditionally, we'll get up at about 4:30 in the morning and get ready.
Really?
Oh, yes.
No way.
You got to get a good spot for the parade grounds. You know, you got to catch the bees, the balloons, and everything else they have to throw at you. So that's first. Then you'll be smelling. Everybody will have food ready. And usually, you know, some people charge and some people just say, here, just go ahead and have this and enjoy your parade.
Really?
Yes.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Free food.
Free food.
And festivities.
Yes.
That's a beautiful marriage. All right. So how can we celebrate here, though, in Idaho? We're not in New Orleans, we're not in Louisiana, but we are lucky enough, though, to have you, Furnell, here.
Yes.
With your authentic cooking that you've brought in here to the potato state. Let's talk a little bit about what we have here in the kitchen. So what are we looking at?
All right, what we're looking at here is a shrimp po' boy. I like to say GBD. My wife don't like me saying that. Golden brown and delicious. You know, fried crispy with lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, mayonnaise, and remoulade. We call it dressed.
Okay.
You know, and then we have the catfish po' boy, which is
right here.
GBD.
GBD again.
You know,
nice.
Same thing, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles. We have gumbo. Well, you know about the beignets.
These are my favorites. Dakota, you got to get a shot of the beignets. These are incredible. I mean, and I've had, Furnell, I've had a number of beignets that were delicious. And then I ate your beignets and I was like, oh no. I don't know what I was eating before, but it wasn't this.
No, too nice.
These are delicious. And then what's this over here on the plate?
We have voodoo egg rolls,
which
consists of sauteed crawfish tails, peppers, onions, garlic, and on top is a remoulade sauce.
Wonderful.
And Louisiana meat pies, which is ground beef. You know, we call it the Trinity: bell peppers, onions, celery, garlic. Sorry.
Oh, garlic. No, hey, there's no need to apologize for garlic. I'm the only one who can't have it. Everyone else, I think.
And here we have jambalaya.
And jambalaya.
One-pot dish, essentially, with chicken and andouille sausage.
All right, what are we making today here in the kitchen? Because we got some stuff to cook up.
Yep.
I know we're not going to get through the entire recipe today. However, we can at least get something started so people here in studio can eat it a little bit later.
Oh, yes.
And then those at home can come find you so they can try it as well.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so what are we doing?
This is, I'm going to make an etouffee.
Okay.
Crawfish etouffee. Etouffee is just smothered. That's all. It's a fancy word for saying smothered.
Oh, smother.
Smothered.
What are we smothering it in?
Crawfish tails.
Delish.
Yep.
All right, how do you begin?
So we're going to go ahead and throw some butter in here to make a roux.
Okay.
Let that get going for a little bit.
Got it. And the roux is a really important base to a lot of food, right?
Yes.
That's where the smothering comes from?
Yes.
And I noticed, too, when you and I talked earlier in your food truck, that's a base for, it's a special base. Like you have a special process for doing this, right?
Yes. It's essentially equal parts fat and flour.
And flour.
Yeah, butter, cooking oil. You know, for this roux, you have two different roux. You have a roux for your etouffee and your roux for your gumbo.
Okay.
If you look, the gumbo is much darker than the etouffee.
Yes.
And the gumbo, you have to be patient.
Okay.
You know, and it takes a while. But for this one, it's just a light roux, so it won't take as long.
All right, so patience. I also like to equivalent that to love. A lot of love goes into this, right?
Yes,
you can't rush it.
That's true.
Just
as
like
much
love,
as you want
can't
to.
Rush it.
Yes. Got to take your time.
Got to take your time with it. All right. So you get your butter melted down. You're going to create your roux. Let's talk, too, about your crawfish and your catfish. Those are two staples in your cooking that really aren't traditional food fare here in Idaho.
Yes, since we've been here, we've converted so many people from Idaho over to catfish and crawfish. So, yes, it's staples.
And do you get it locally or do you ship it in from
We have it. We have a store here that get it in for us.
That's nice.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Fantastic. And then while you're making the etouffee, tell us a little bit about your origin story, though. Why did you come here and create this in Idaho? Tell us about your background in New Orleans really quick.
Well, born and raised in New Orleans. I grew up cooking with my mother and my grandmother. You know, I guess you can tell, I cooked a lot. So, I met my wife in Oklahoma.
Okay.
And we moved here and was like, man, maybe we should try to open up something.
Where's the traditional food?
I'm not going to say that,
food?
but you know, it's like,
no,
okay,
it's
where can I
true.
find such and such?
You
know?
can't, really,
And
you
so
can't, yeah.
It was my wife, my daughter, and my son-in-law. We were sitting around and it was like, maybe we should open a food truck.
And there you are.
And voila.
Wonderful. All right. So you keep cooking, my friend. While you do that, though, where can people find you? Because today's the day to really embrace this. Tomorrow as well. You know, where do people find your food truck?
Well, we're on Instagram at Big Easy Bites, BigEasyBites_ID.
Okay.
And online at BigEasyBitesIdaho.com.
BigEasyBitesIdaho.com. Make sure you check it out.
And our schedule and everything is posted.
Okay, awesome. All right, Furnell, you keep making that roux. You get this crawfish there in that pot, and you start making some delicious etouffee. Everyone, stick around because we have more to come here in studio. A live performance with Gemma Arts, by the way, coming up.
Yes.
We'll be right back.